Okay, I want to welcome everybody out today. We are on the Cruise Like a Boss meeting. Today is November 13th, 2017. And I don't know, I think we're like 13 weeks in. Is that right? 14?
Yeah. Well,
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So we are in the Bionic Bar
Yes.
aboard the Anthem of the Seas. Check this out. It's a robot. And you literally go up to it and you tell it what kind of drink you want, and it will make your drink. It has, see all the bottles at the top, and then it has the arms of the robot. And I know my buddy Rick is going to be trying to stump the robot and see if he can get him to get it to order all different kinds of drinks. I hope Tina can get Rick back to his room when he's done.
Maybe the robot will carry him.
So, let's get started. Let me share my screen. So you can see my Cruise Like a Boss now, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll go full screen. So like I said, today is November 13th, our Cruise Like a Boss meeting. Welcome, everybody. I know there's not hardly anybody on today, but I know quite a few people go on the replay. So we're gonna get there. We're still working to get you guys on the cruise. So it's all inclusive, cruise to Bermuda, April 28th through May 3rd. So you need to mark your calendars off. Put a line through your calendars because you're busy that week. I know I am. I know Richard is.
You betcha.
I know Mark and Lori are.
Yep, it's on the calendar.
Yay! And you have your passports ordered, right?
That's right. They're on their way.
Yay.
They cashed our checks, so we know it's legit.
So we're working on this cruise. The incentive runs from campaign 20 through campaign 6. Most of us are on campaign 25 right now. So we're like 6 campaigns in. You still have time to do this. We're not even quite halfway, right? So you still can do this. So let's move on. So I'm going to have Richard tell you about what it's going to take to get on that cruise with us.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Guess what? Today, we're pulling up anchor, and we're going to show you how we can throw you a life raft to get you on this cruise. So away we go. Number 1, personal award sales. If you have sales of $300 to $499, you get 100 points. Number 2 is if you get $500 or more in sales, you earn 200 points towards the cruise. If you recruit from an Avon source, such as Alma, then you get points for that. That's for a qualified recruit who places their first or second order of $150 and pays for it. You get 150 points for that. And then if you get a personal one, you're out walking around and talking about Avon everywhere you go, and you get a recruit from a personal source, that's 300 points you'll get if they place their first or second order and pay for that $150 order. And then this is the bonus one. After you've got those recruits, every single campaign that they place a $150 order and pay for it, you earn 100 points for that. That's like ka-ching, every single campaign. And we've got, 8 campaigns or something left. So that's the equivalent. If you sign somebody up, they could possibly bring you 800 points for getting them to do that. And then because you're bringing people on, either with Alma or personal, on number 6, that's where you get somebody, you help somebody promote up to ambassador or above, they get 1,000 points for every time that they promote after ambassador. And then when you help somebody on your team promote up, you earn 500 points. So that's pretty cool. You can see all the points there. And Lynn has a spreadsheet later, we'll see, on how that all works. And then they have additional things as you're working towards the cruise. The top goal is to hit 11,000 points, and that's a trip for 2. But as you go along, when you hit 1,500 points, you earn the Avon Beauty Case. It's a $30 value. When you get to 3,000 points, you earn that Avon Tote. That's a $75 value. At 4,500 points, you earn the carry-on suitcase. And that's going to be the one I'm going to have to put Huber on the back of mine or something. Because you imagine 6,000 of these suitcases on that ship? Oh, boy. Hope I don't get Lori's or Mark's.
I don't know. You might want ours.
Might have good stuff in it.
Yeah, maybe Mark's sneaking in some booze. And then when you hit 7,000 points, that's where one person earns a trip. So that means I'm going, but I want Lynn to go with me. So we're going to get it up to 11,000 points, and Lynn and I are going to be on that cruise, and we're going to be in the bar here trying to stump Mr. Robot.
You know, something I don't think we've ever talked about before, it just occurred to me, is if you earn the trip for one and you don't have enough points for your spouse to go, you can buy them in. Or if you earn the trip and you can't go, you can collect money for that trip. I don't know what the dollar amount is, but you can actually get paid. So even if you don't want to go on the cruise or you can't go on the cruise, I know one girl that's working towards it that has 6 kids and can't get away, you still can get paid out for that cruise even if you don't go. So even if you don't go on the cruise, it's worth it. And even if you don't make it quite to 11,000 points, it's worth it. But you know, it's a mute point because we're all going to be at 11,000 points, right?
Yes, we're all going to go on a cruise.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on.
Don't get left behind. Come on, work these points. We're here every week to help you, and you can review all of these videos that we've done, all these Zoom meetings. They're all on the site. Lynn has them all set up there right on the first thing, pops up first, and you can go back and review. And we're going to be getting some tips now this week from Lori and Mark, as well as Lynn. So on we go.
So as you notice, Richard wants to be in the porthole room at the bottom of the ship.
No.
I will be in a balcony room at the top, so if anybody wants to visit him down there, they might want to.
It's closer to the bar, I think.
Okay, so this is your tracking. This one's not updated, but it doesn't matter because I'm just showing you what it looks like. If it's on Vibe, and if you way over at the right-hand side, you can edit your screen, so you can drag it out if it's not showing up in your Vibe. If you don't have Vibe, go to Sales Leadership, Leadership Incentives, and then under Cruise Like a Boss, click on Get Details, and you'll see your tracking. So it's there for everybody. So I went ahead and did this. I updated it so it's correct this time. And this is if you just barely get started. And there's a lot of us that already have like over 2,000 points. So we're on our way. But if you're just now getting started, you still can do this. So it's like campaign 25. We're in the holidays. So there's no reason you can't do a $500 order, right? Because we're in the holidays. We're like right there. So 200 points for that. If you get 2 personal recruits, that's 600 points. And then for every second, third, fourth, fifth order, so I'm just assuming that your 2 people place an order, you know, most of the time, maybe not every time, but because this is real world. But so if they just place it most of the time, and then campaign 26, you get your $500 order and you get another personal recruit, and same thing with them, they place a couple of orders out of the ones that are left. Now you've got 3 people, and if you're new, you promote to Bronze Ambassador, which gives you 1,000 points. So that's a lot right there. That's pretty cool. And then you keep going and you sign up. Then now you can get ALMA leads because you've gotten to Bronze Ambassador. So you get 2 ALMA leads here and 2 ALMA leads here, maybe another personal recruit. Boom, you're like Silver Ambassador now. That's another 1,000 points, and so on. And if you do this, from here out, we're still at 11,000 points, and I didn't even really push it. I mean, you could push it. You could get more than 2 recruits. You could get, you know, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 recruits total that I went with. And I even figured after the holidays, your sales might slow down, so I went with 100 points there. This is totally doable. I want to point out another thing. One example that I have on my team is we have a brand new girl named Haley who's going crazy, and she's signing people up, and she's doing great. And so Haley can qualify for these 1,000 points, but her upline is Rick and Tina. And when Haley gets to Bronze Ambassador, Rick and Tina's going to get 500 points for that, for mentoring her to that. So there's all different ways to earn those points. So don't give up. We got plenty of time.
Keep in mind, too, the campaign's 26. In campaign 1 coming up, they're the double dollars in there, so you can double your sales. So that'll be helping you even more.
That doesn't help for the cruise.
It doesn't help for the cruise, but it helps you on your sales. It helps you get 26, can help you get you to President's Club, and then campaign 1 just gets you a good start for the new year.
Yeah, so this is totally doable still. Don't panic if you don't have the numbers there. Let's do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yep.
Let's say that loud and clear. You
can do it.
Okay, you know, do you ever wonder why some people make things happen so easily and others seem to struggle? I know people think that with me, that it happens easily for me. I know that I have people on my team that think that. But you know what? It's the reason why is because most people don't believe that they are actually in control of their destiny and that anything's possible. And because of that, they don't even bother to try, or they don't set and achieve big goals. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, you can do this. I know you can do this. And I know you may be thinking, can I really do it? Can I really achieve my dreams? And can I really be on that cruise? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Absolutely. Even if you feel like you've gone too far the wrong way, or you don't, you haven't gotten started yet, you have time to turn this around still. So yes, you can. So in order to earn this cruise, there's lots of ways to earn points, but bottom line, there's two basic things you need to do. You need to be able to sell, and you need to be able to recruit. And the better your sales are, if we can get them up over 500, that's double the points. So I think we have on the next screen, I think Mark and Lori, yes, are going to talk to you about how you can get your sales up. And I love this picture of Mark. Mark in Hawaii playing with a cruise ship in the background.
I think it's a picture of me.
It could be either one of you.
I crawled through the porthole.
We thought this was appropriate because guess what's here, guys? It's the holidays. What a great time to be selling Avon. So let's go ahead to the first slide, Lynn.
Okay, so this is a great tool, the Avon shopping list. It's really simple. Put one in every single catalog, put one in every order, and don't just hope that your customers are going to call you back. You need to show it to them and then suggest products. So open up your brochure. If you don't have demos to bring with you, like this A-box, then just use samples and open up the brochure, pick 3 to 5 items, and show your customers those items. Always feature what's on the front and back brochure covers because those items typically sell. But you have to tell the customer why they want to buy whatever is on the front cover of that brochure. Next slide.
Okay, before you go on, can I just interject one little quick story? We did an open house with Pat Hansen this weekend in Wyoming, and it was kind of cool because it was in a hotel, and the hotel owner, her son works in this hotel, so Pat has a lot of contacts there. But the owner has never been interested in Avon. She's like, maybe she thinks it's kind of beneath her or whatever, so she's never been interested in Avon. But she came by the open house just to be nice because she was the hotel owner. And she looked, and Pat had lots of demos. We had lots of products out there for her to look at. And guess what? Pat got an order from her.
Hey.
If you show them, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yep.
It really does. So thanks for sharing that, Lynn.
All right, so on the last list, Lori said, suggest products. Well, here's another checklist that's available to you. It's on the Cruise Like a Boss site and under files. But here's actually some suggestions for gifts of certain values and for who to give them to. Like under the gifts for under $30 for the lipstick junkie. We all know somebody, or the lipstick addict. We all know somebody who loves their lipstick. And we did an event and a lady asked us for samples, and we showed her the Lots of Lips assortment this year, and she fell in love with it. So there's lots of great ideas. So that list that shows you everybody, that shows your customer everybody they need to buy for, plus this list that tells them, here's the type of person that would like this gift, and here's the price values, is really going to help you to get your customers to shop with you for their holiday shopping.
There's some great ideas in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we moving on?
Yep. Okay, how many of you have ever been to a Black Friday sale and been crushed at the door? I have. It's not fun. One time, Mark and I helped a lady with a brand new newborn baby and pulled her out of the crowd because it was so crushing. So stay home in your pajamas and use this. You can use this with your customers. It's an order by email sale, a Black Friday sale. You just use this flyer, send it out to your customers, and they email you between these times and get these discounts. These are just suggestions, so you need to do what fits your business, but it's one day only. That means there's an urgency, and it must be between the hours that are listed. And notice at the bottom it says diamond items 5% all day. It's pretty simple, and it gets your customers to order from you on Black Friday. So it doesn't matter what RPS selling schedule you're on with Avon, try this. It does work. Every year I do it, and every year I get a few sales from it. So I look at it as the icing on the cake for your sales. People are out there and they're buying from all these other stores. Why not have them pay attention to Avon too?
What a great idea.
I didn't even think about this, but what's the day after Black Friday? Small Business Saturday, right? Have a Small Business Saturday sale if you're not going to have a Black Friday sale.
Great day for an open house too.
Yep, and then what's Monday?
This is a great idea. This is because people can email their orders to you and they can get a discount, and they're going to try and get it to you early so they can get a bigger discount.
Right. And then just to add to this, I saw it posted today. There are some pre-Black Friday sales. Avon's competing with all the other big retail box stores. So check on your Avon website and check Social Media Center, because there is a special ship code for pre-Black Friday sales as well. There are tons of ideas and ways that you can get your customers to buy from you the rest of this holiday season, but you are the magic. You are what makes this work. So don't just look at the idea and say, oh, nobody will order from me. You're right, they won't, unless you put this into action and you put it out there. So email it, text it, use the ship codes. A lot of these ideas are really simple and they don't take a lot of time. And we've uploaded to our Cruse Like a Boss group some flyers that you can use. So take these ideas and put them into action and watch your sales get bigger so you get that $500 order. And don't forget the A box. Still want to go for the $40 order, because not today, I'm not going to tell you, but there's something coming up with the A box that representatives all over the country are going to be really excited about.
Cool. Lori's got a secret.
All right, we've got one more idea for you. Go ahead, Lynn. How about having a home shopping party? You're going to invite your friends, your family over to your house for a holiday party anyway. You might as well have some of your Avon products out. If you've got some of the demo products, have those out and available to look at. Invite the girls. Maybe you do it with all the gals, all your friends, or maybe just the family. Get the family over. Say, hey, we're having a home open house. You can shop my Avon store while you're here. We can have some drinks and some cookies. How many of you do a cookie exchange? Volunteer to have the cookie exchange at your house and have all the neighbors bring over a dozen cookies and shop your Avon brochure while they're there. And this doesn't have to be hard. Use what you have. Everybody's got a few Avon products. If you're new, you've got your products from your kit, and everybody has a brochure. That's really your storefront. Let them shop your brochure and make it fun. Make it fun and easygoing. Keep the sales pressure low, but make sure that they have the brochure and they can see the products and they're there so they can order them from you while they're there.
Great idea. Mm-hmm. Love the cookie exchange one.
And I have one last sales tip in regards to this party, home shopping party idea. If you are brand new and you don't have the demos, reach out to your upline, the person who's helped get you into the business and got you going. I am sure that that person would love to help you out and loan you some of their demos so that you can have a successful home shopping party. So just reach out and let them know, hey, on this date, I have a party book. Can you help me with some demos?
And while they're there at your house, browsing through your Avon brochure, talking Avon, I don't know, Lynn, do you think it's a good idea to ask them if they're interested in joining Avon?
Gee, do you think? It would be so easy to just say, hey, would you like to get 40% off?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Because we get 40% off, right? What's the deal?
On everything.
Yeah, I mean,
new rep on everything.
Those of us that are already reps don't get that deal.
No, it's exclusive to new reps. So what an incredible way to finish out your holiday shopping by joining Avon and becoming a beauty boss.
Yeah.
It'd
Great
be nice.
idea.
It'd be good for a lot of people to have a debt-free Christmas. No credit card bill on January 15th.
There you go. All right, that's what we have for you.
All right. Well, hey, thank
Cool.
you,
That
Mark
was
and
great.
Lori. What
You're
a bunch
welcome.
of great ideas that's going to help you achieve your success and get on this cruise. So let's talk about achieving your goals. Let's talk about getting on this cruise. I know that so many people, like I said earlier, they think, oh, everybody else has it easy and it's hard for me. And, I just want to tell you that's not true. That is absolutely not true. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my struggles a little bit. And I'm not saying that because I'm focusing on struggles, because I'm really not. I mean, I'm just going to move on from them. But out of the last 8 people that I enrolled in Avon, only 2 of them placed the first or second order. So, I have been working so hard, and I've been working trying to get them to place orders, and they haven't. So when you get that, and when you get somebody that signs up or you don't get the orders you want, don't think it's you, and don't think, oh, no, everything's hard for me, because it's not. It's hard for everybody. Every single one of us has disappointments, and we have successes. And you slide through the disappointments, it's going to get better, and it's part of the process, and then you keep going for the successes. So I'm sure Mark and Lori are struggling in some ways. Richard's struggling in some ways. It's not unique to you. So I want you to know that. So we're going to talk about 5 steps to achieving your goals. So the first one is set your goal. Get on that ship, right? So what goal are you aiming for? Are you going for 7,000 points for you to go, or are you going to take a guest and you need 11,000 points? And by when? Are you going to do this by the end of the cruise campaign 6, 2018? Or maybe are you going to set this goal a little bit earlier than that, so give you some cushion? And I strongly suggest you set it earlier, like maybe campaign 4. Just because you don't want to be stressing at the last minute, pulling your hair out.
I'm going to be practicing for the robot here.
But you can't even come close to reaching your goal if you don't know what it is you're aiming for. And if you don't know what it is that you need to do to achieve it, you're never going to achieve it. I think we've talked about this over and over again, but it's not going to happen without a solid plan in place. So continue on. Know the requirements, inside and out. How many people do you need? How much sales are you going to need to reach? Will you promote to earn points? And if so, how will you do that? Look at all the options and make sure you understand inside and out what it is going to take to get on that cruise. So step 2, take action. Have you started yet? Have you took action yet? What's holding you back if you haven't? Now is the time. We have to get into action immediately. And so if you haven't started, what are the first steps that you need to take? If you have started, what are the next steps you need to take? And figure them out and then get going. Do something every single day to move you closer to your goal. That's every single day. Don't let a day go by. So think about, who can you invite to join Avon? Get your list made and get busy working it. Okay, step 3, course correction. Track your progress. Check in often to see how you're doing and make course corrections along the way. If you're behind where you want to be, by tracking your progress and staying on top of it, before it becomes too late to do something about it. So then you can make changes to get more points. Maybe it's enroll another representative, or maybe it's helping one of your team members promote or something. But if you know where you stand, then you can make the correction to get there. And course corrections are just a normal part of life. We all make them all the time. Anyone that needs to achieve anything has to stay and make sure they're on track all the time. And even airplanes and cruise ships, if they didn't make a million course corrections along the way, they would never get to the destination that they were aiming for. You can't just say point A to point B, go. Because there's little things, the wind will knock you off a track just a little bit, or a wave will knock you off just a little bit. And if you don't make the course correction, you're going to end up in Africa instead of Bermuda. We don't want that, right?
Oh.
So this is the tracking. Go back to this. Know where you stand. Keep your tracking going and log your numbers so that you know exactly where you stand. And then same thing here, use the tools that Avon gives you. Under Vibe, program static reports, click on the Cruise Like a Boss. There's a PDF and there's an Excel spreadsheet. And you pull those up, and it tells you exactly where you stand. It tells you, oh, great, you earned on these people. They made it. This one needs to pay her bill. This one needs to place a first or second order. I mean, so it tells you where you need to stand. So use all the tracking that's available to you. So step 4, stay focused and determined. Things aren't always going to go as expected. Like I said, I signed up 8 people and 6 of them didn't place an order. Maybe they still will. I don't know. But it's frustrating sometimes, and that's all right. Because just like Jim Rohn says, life is frustrating sometimes. And instead of getting all upset about it, instead of saying, oh, woe is me and why me, how about saying instead, isn't that interesting? You signed up Lori, and she told me she was going to be amazing, and then she disappeared off the face of the earth. Isn't that interesting? Right? So instead of getting upset about it, look at it with open eyes and know that, just look at what happened. Why did it happen? So you know not to do it again. But just keep going. Don't let that hold you back. So continue to take action. Continue to track your progress. Just keep going. Don't give up no matter what. And remember, at the end, when this is all done and we're on the cruise ship, those little things that got us so upset while we were along the way, they're not going to be as important anymore. They're going to be the stories we're going to talk about on the cruise ship and laugh about. So
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. So,
Yay,
something falls through. It doesn't work out. Somebody doesn't do what they promised. You didn't get what you wanted in sales. Just look at it and say, isn't that interesting? Now we have to do better, right? Just keep moving. And that's supposed to be step 5. Enjoy the journey. So celebrate every day. Live in the moment. Life goes on. We are going to be, when we get to the end of the cruise in campaign 6, I think it is, we're going to be in campaign 6 whether we made it or not. Nothing changes. We're still going to have gone through that 6 months. Nothing's changed. So live in the moment. Celebrate your life. Celebrate every day. Trust the process. Know that you can do this. I don't care. Don't tell me that everybody else wins and you don't. That's not true. That's not possible. Everybody has the chance to make this. You just need to make the decision. Every struggle and every success is just another step towards the cruise. And you're not all alone. We're on this journey with you. All of us are together. We don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. So live in the moment. As you go through, you're going to learn things every day that's going to help you do better. You're going to meet incredible people. You're going to find all sorts of things that are going to help you along the way. So just be aware of what's going on around you. Keep working, and the things are going to come that are going to help you.
Can I say a few things here? The thing that's cool about this cruise, and a lot of the incentives I've seen the new Avon do, is that you get. It's a win-win all along the way. Let's say for some unfortunate reason you don't make it on getting 11,000 points, you get 7,000. I mean, you still earned a cruise for one person, you maybe buy it for the second. And even if you don't make it to 7,000 points, look at what you've done. You've grown your business. I bet you your business, when you get done, has grown, and you'll be earning more money. There's 2 things that kind of back up a couple of slides way back. But the thing we do a lot is sometimes if it's front and center, print off things like the cruise, the bullet points on how to earn points, or the chart or whatever. Sometimes print those off and have them somewhere on the wall in your room, or someplace on your fridge, or someplace like that where you can see it every single day, or 2, 3, 4 times a day. Put it on the mirror in your bathroom even, if that's what it takes. But just have it front and center so it's reminding you that you need to go forward. Last night we met with Rick and Tina, and we meet once a week just to kind of go over things, see if they have any questions or whatever. And I was really impressed and amazed. Rick and Tina were talking, and Tina says, we've been in a lot of different businesses, some of them not network marketing, but the ones we have been in network marketing, we've never been as successful, she said, as we are now in Avon. And she said the whole reason for that is follow through, is following up on all of her leads. So they have never had a system and never used the system and followed up and kept going with the system of following up with people as quickly as possible. And she attributes that totally to their success right now. So, just get out there and do the best you can do, and then just follow up.
Okay. Oh, and as far as Richard said, put your goals on your mirror. We sell something at Avon that works really well for that. It's called lipstick.
Red lipstick.
You can write with lipstick on your mirror, and you can write what your goals are, and then you can see yourself in the mirror with your goal above your head every single day.
You can
put that Cruse on your mirror.
You can use different colors of lipstick too. That'd be cool.
Okay, so stay determined. Imagine yourself on that cruise in April. Don't stop. I promise you it'll be worth it. So you still have plenty of time. We're currently only in the 6th campaign, so we're really just about halfway through. 6.5. We're pretty close. And if you haven't earned the points yet, or less than you hoped for, you still have time to turn things around and get your momentum going. It's just that every day, you lose a little more time, so you need to take action now. There may be a point in time when it's not going to be possible, but this isn't the time. Not yet. So we're in the holiday season, the best time of the year to grow your sales and grow your teams. And Mark and Lori gave us some amazing ideas on how to get more sales.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put those to use, I promise you they'll work for you even though you think it doesn't work for you, it will work for you.
And if those aren't the tips you need, you can go back and review the other ones we've done, the other Zoom meetings. They're all up there, and they've given tips every single week. They're amazing. It's just, all the tools are there. Want to see you on the cruise.
You're making my head swell, Richard.
What?
You're making our heads swell, Richard.
So now is the time to prospect for new customers who are going to fall in love with our wonderful holiday items. And now is the best time of year to find new team members who want to save 40% on their own holiday shopping and also earn 40% of their holiday sales. And like Richard said, look at what you have to offer. You get to offer somebody a chance to have a debt-free holiday. They're not going to have credit card bills coming in January. How cool is that? So our to-do list, we're going to set your goal. You're going to be on that cruise, right? How many points do you need? How are you going to get them? When are you going to get them by? We're going to take massive action, work your list, get in action, start calling people, start talking to people, start developing people, monitor your course and correct as needed. Without those little tiny course corrections, you could be way off base. So stay on it, know exactly where you stand all the time. Stay focused and determined. Put it in front of you. Put it on your mirror. Put the cruise flyer. Here it is. Put the cruise flyer up on the wall so you can see it every single day. Put it on your fridge.
Turn it around with that points. That's the thing. That's the other side.
Cruise and the points.
That's the point side.
Enjoy the journey. It's not the end of, this isn't life or death, but it's pretty close. No, enjoy the journey. It's all part of it, really, because, our life is about achieving goals. Otherwise, what else do we have, right? I mean, our whole entire life, whether it's raising kids or having kids or getting married, it's all goals, everything. And there's no point in life if you don't have something to work towards. So enjoy it while you go and never give up. Mm-mm. So most important activities: action, follow-up, and don't quit. So you're going to talk to more people. You're going to talk to every brochure you give out, you're going to follow up on. You're going to follow up with every person who says they might be interested. You're going to follow up with every new team member's orders to make sure that they're on top of it.
What's an easy way to follow up? Get their name and number. Get their information.
What a concept.
Yeah.
When you give out a brochure, get their name and number so you can follow up. We have, on my blog on onlinebeautybiz.com, we have all kinds of tips on how to get their name and number. Mm-hmm. We have tips on how to automate it so you don't even have to personally call them. So don't let this scare you. Don't let this be the reason that you're not successful, because whether you do it yourself, whether you make the phone calls or you do the texts or you have a system do it for you, it doesn't matter. The key is, the most important thing is that it happens. Follow up happens. That's like, and I know, like Richard said, Rick and Tina even sat there and told us that they believe that's why they're so successful right now, when they haven't been in any other company. So our next meeting is going to be next Monday, the 20th at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. So now we have for Q&A, and I bet we probably don't have any. So Mark and Lori, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, you covered it all. Awesome job.
Thank you.
I think Mark has said before. What are the 3 things you need to do all the time?
Follow up, follow up, follow up.
Hey, right on. That's it.
We are like, what, 40 minutes in? That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yep. All I have to say is bon voyage till next week. See you at 3 o'clock Monday.
Yay. Let me end this presentation.
Great tips in there.
Stop share. Okay, so we're back
All
full
right.
screen. Thank you, everybody, for
Yeah.
attending. And I'm going to stop the recording.